All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Man, I had to dig deep into the archives on this one. There's quite a bit of history in this, actually. There have been several different events, several different situations, locations, places across the country where, the different cables for networking, for wireline networking, are being vandalized, and there's been theft. Quite a bit, actually. So when I first got the news article access, I was just on the Google News feed. And then I started digging because I remember like reading stories and headlines that sounded similar to this. So this particular story you guys see on the screen is from Friday, October 4th of last year. There's more stories, I 100% identical to it, that are popping up now just recently. I think within the last 24, 48 hours. There are copper thefts happening across all over parts of the U.S. Namely, I have been seeing California quite a bit. So AT&T, in its efforts to kind of curtail some of this, is starting this program where they're actually offering money for, I guess we'll call it like ransom or something, rewards for people who, give them leads on these copper thefts. So what the reward is valued at is $20,000 for information that leads to the arrest and the conviction of the individuals responsible for the cable thefts, the copper cables, and then this is identified simply as across California. So this has become a huge issue. The vandalism, the theft, is really problematic. We're talking about a state that mandates that AT&T continues to support these types of connections, right? It's not like, AT&T could just walk away from it and say, oh, it's over. You guys got to do like wireless now. That's not how this is happening. We've seen all that comes with the CPUC, the California Public Utilities Commission. We know about the laws and the agreements that are in place to support connectivity. You got a lot of wildfires. You have emergency response teams. I forget what they call it. There's a requirement from the state that AT&T has to continue to do this. But anyways, this has become huge because I see this all the time. It seems like there's a story every few weeks of some kind of like a damage, vandalism event, and then a theft of the copper cables. There's a number that's posted. It's 800-807-4205 if you know anything. And then I don't know, they're just looking for help. They're looking for help to deal with this, to try to curtail it, to try to get this thing to stop happening. I mean, we obviously have theft problems here in the United States. There are a lot of thieves. There are people who are operating in desperation. There are people who, theft is normalized. It's a huge problem, especially in certain states. It's gotten really bad. But this is not even like regular theft, right? This is not someone stealing, earrings and a bag of chips at a Target, right? These are people who know that the copper cable is very valuable, and they're breaking in, taking the cable, and then likely taking it to machine shops and metal yards to get the value. It's very, very valuable, but it's just a terrible situation. And these thieves, which they could be suffering from substance abuse and other problems. I mean, AT&T is willing to pay $20,000. I mean, to show you how real this problem is, they're paying people to tell on these people. So I don't know, man. This is just really, really bad. I don't know if it's a lack of policing. I don't know if it's a lack of social responsibility, culture. I mean, there's just so many problems here, but AT&T obviously going through it, and now they're paying people to help get the leads so they can prosecute these individuals. Anyways, I thought I'd give you that news, and it is absolutely insane, but that's where we are here in 2025. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on this. Drop me a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Check out some more videos. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.